Hi everybody, this your girl Kayy, and I'm here with Palm Beach the vlog.
Okay, so what you been up to?
Man, nothing, writing really, just reevaluating, planning a concert right now. So,
Okay, so how long you been doing music?
how long have I been doing music? Well, I've been singing since I was a little girl, but I've been doing music for about almost 3 years now.
What kind of reception you get from your family?
What kind of?
Reception you get from your family? Like, how do they feel about it?
My family supports what I do. I have some that are just supporting because they're family members, but I have some that support because they love my music and they love what I do. And as long as I'm happy, they happy.
Okay, so how did that come about? You getting into music? Like you said, you've been doing it for a while, but what
Right.
made you start wanting to take it seriously?
Well, a couple years ago, I had two close friends, Juice and Spider, and they passed in a car accident. And basically, I made like this freestyle video, and I put it on Facebook. I don't know what led me to put it on Facebook, but I put it on Facebook, and the response I got from it was crazy. So, a close friend of mine now, his name is Schoolboy, so he called my line and was like, "Yo, okay, I need you to like make this song, blah blah blah." I like snapped on him. I cussed him out. I was like, "I'm grieving, you calling me to make this song, like you're absolutely crazy." Long story short, he kept calling. He was persistent and was like, "Look, just let me give you 16 bars to the freestyle that you did." And we met the next day. The accident was Sunday. We met up on Tuesday. And the same 16 bars he rapped at my dining room table are the same 16 bars on the song. We recorded it Wednesday. My first time recording it ever. I was nervous. I cried the entire session. The original song is like 22 minutes long plus because I just kept singing and crying, and my producer just let me go. He was like, just sing, because I didn't know how to punch in. I didn't know what dubbing was. I didn't know where to stop, go. I didn't really have my lyrics together because it was my first time really structuring a song. And then by Friday, we released the song. All this happened within a week. Yeah, the accident Sunday. Friday, we released it. And by that Monday, we had over like 8,000 plays between all the websites that we had released it on. So it was like a community impact. Not just the song, but the accident in itself had impacted a lot of people. And before I knew it, everybody who didn't know that I could sing knew, and everybody who did know I could sing was like, "Wow, like now we hear you record it." So from there, it just kind of kept rolling, just kept recording, kept writing, and I just became an artist from that point on. So.
Okay, so how did you get your name, Kayy?
How did I get my name? I was in the studio. I was at Thoroughbred Studios, and I had a session with my cousin, Legendary Bali, and everybody was pretty much under the influence of whatever recreational drug of their choice. So I walk in, and I was like asking everybody feedback, like I'm looking for a name. Everybody loves to call me by my first and last name. They're like, Kayla Mitchell, when I'm introduced everywhere I go. To this day, they still do it. And I'm like, gosh, do I have one of those, like those stardom names where people say your name and not your artist name. So I was really trying to break away from that because people who knew I sang, they already knew me as Kayla Mitchell, and I really wanted to brand myself as something different. So Jones, another singer that was really, that was in the studio, he really close to my cousin, he was recording this sample from an R. Kelly beat, if I'm not mistaken, and I ended up jumping on it. He was like, "Wow, you have like a really R&B melodic, like love-making voice." And I was like, we laughed about it, and my nickname, everybody called me Kayy or K2. So he was like, "Yo, your name should be Kayy, but you got to do it with two Y's." And I was like, that's interesting because like I spell my nickname with two Y's anyways. So from there, I just been cooling it with Kayla, and that was maybe not too far after that accident. It was the same year as 2013. My earring coming off. It was 2013. So yeah, I've been rocking with that name for a couple of years, like about almost 3 years, 2.5.
Okay, so how did your family feel about that name?
They like it. I mean, it's better than like I said, as far as branding myself goes, they stuck with it. So I just wanted to break away from that Kayla Mitchell thing. I'm like, gosh, people been calling me Kayla Mitchell all my life because that's my name. So as an artist, when I wanted to branch out to other places, I was like, I need a brand. Like I want to create a brand, not just me as an artist, but anything that I decide to do, whether I want to create my own perfume, my own clothing line, like that's something that I want people to associate Kayla Mitchell with. When they see my logo, they know, oh, that's K-Love. You know, it's easy to market too. And you know, I think that's one thing artists don't really break down is the marketing aspect of what comes with being an artist. You know, a lot of people think about their name, but it's only so far that you can go sometimes because of what you cap yourself as an artist, just as an artist in that lane, especially with your name, your image, all of that stuff plays into, you know, into effect as an artist. So when I decided to stick with K-Love, it was not just because it sounded well, but because of what I could bring to the table down the line as far as marketing and promotions too. So I like it. I love my name.
So I mean, it's interesting. You very sound like you know what you want.
Right.
And how you get so knowledgeable as far as just the little details, the little intricacies about, you know, learning about music.
Ooh, just different people. Like from the beginning, one thing I'm so blessed because when I started music, it was through a tragedy, but the people that I started with and the people that I met along the way, along my journey, is what all plays into what I know now. I started with Tracksters. This is a well-known producer in our area, in the South Florida area, and his quality, his knowledge on music in general as a producer and engineer, as an artist himself, he just, you know, kind of molded me. He laid that foundation, and then the people that I met along the way just kind of built it up, you know, added piece by piece. I learned through the good and the bad, you know. It's never a loss for me. It's always, you know, a win, or I gain some new knowledge. But to me, it's all in the same normally, you know, just different people along the way that I met, and everything that I did musically contributed to my knowledge now.
Yes, sir. What are your goals in with your music?
My goals, honestly, like I don't have this crazy dream of I want to be the next, I don't know, let's throw a name out there. I want to be the next Beyonce. I want to be the next Mary J. I want to be the next me. You know what I'm saying? That's the only person that I could be. My ultimate aspiration as an artist is to just perform. That's what I live for, you know. Love writing music, but more so I love performing the music that I create, that I write, even the music that's written for me. And arranged and everything. I love being on stage. I live for that thrill, you know, to see people and how I affect them. Music is universal, you know, it's a language that everybody speaks. It triggers emotions, and I just love being able to take people from here and elevate them, you know what I'm saying, be able to shift the atmosphere of a crowd. Like I live for that. It's like it's a euphoria for me. So I say ultimately that's my goal, you know, just to perform wherever, perform everywhere.
Okay, it's interesting you said affect people.
Right.
How does it feel to know that you're a role model to, you know, young women and young kids, or I mean, how does it feel to know that you have kids that look up to you, or possibly will have
Right.
kids looking up to you? How does that feel?
Well, I have so many different kids, hypothetically speaking. Just the other day I was at my high school. A lot of people knew me as different things. Like I was an athlete, I was a community activist, I did this, that. A lot of people are now knowing me for music. And from all avenues, I've had children now currently, and I know in the future more kids that look up to me, because you don't find too many young black women that know how to carry themselves and know how to speak well, that are well put together, you know. And I'm not just saying this to shine light on myself. It's just facts. You don't find that nowadays. So to be in that limbo as somebody that kids can look up to, male and female, because of the successes that I have right now and where I'm going and how dedicated I am, it's humbling, you know, because when you out in the limelight, you gotta make sure you have to make sure you're always setting that example for them. You know what I'm saying? Always paying it forward. The knowledge that I have, I make sure, as far as music goes, as much as I can within my means, I try to pay that forward to whoever I run into. I'm always networking, you know. I'm always an open book. You have to be a sponge in this industry. You can't never act like you know everything, because that can cap you. You know, that can like limit you, put you in a box real quick. And I'm definitely outside of the box. My creative realm is above and beyond average. So, you know, it's humbling nonetheless.
Okay, so what are some of your motivations? I know you said you had to go through a little tragedy, and that would kind of really propelled you and got you started. But what kind of continue to carry you?
Definitely would say people that have been strategically placed in my life, you know. Going back to when I started my own music, Schoolboy Swope, I call him Veve, but you know, Jave, he is one person that I met that I kind of always knew, but it wasn't until he reached out to me to make this song that me and him started seeing each other more. In our music relationship, he's a great songwriter for R&B, and I'm, you know, my lack thereof. He's a better songwriter than me, so we just kind of clicked from there. And he just is like one of those people that became family. You know, don't have to really be blood to become somebody that's like, you know, more than family to you, ideally. And along the way, he's been one of those people that just carried me through, you know, along with others. But I definitely would highlight him and his mom. His mom, oh my goodness, Mama V. I know she gonna watch this. Just different pillars that have been placed strategically in my life is what keeps me going, you know. My family, obviously, who at their best support what I do when their schedule's not conflicting. So, I mean, I definitely would say people, my own self, you know, self-motivation. I love quotes, so I read quotes often that keep me motivated. And normally, you know, it's days where I really want to, you know, like, man, bump this, I'm done. Like, everybody hits that point where they just want to give up everything and just be back to average, you know, go to work, go home, whatever, and bump this music is too much money. Because being an independent artist is hard, you know what I'm saying? But I always have one person. It could be a random person, somebody I ain't talked to since high school, somebody that I met 2 months ago, somebody that I met 10 years ago. They'll send me a message or something on Facebook or my Instagram, or text it to me even, and just be like, yo, I see you making moves, you gotta keep going, you know. So people, even though they might not like everything, they might not share everything, they watching, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so what would be, I know you mentioned you saying about the give up and bump this jump.
Right.
What would be some of the things that would occur to make you come up with that, think about that?
Well, most of the time, let me say finances. Like I said, being an independent artist is hard. Like, for those who do work, let's just throw a scenario out there that work a 9-to-5 job. You work this 9-to-5 job, you make the same money every week, every paycheck, ideally. All of us have bills. We have rent, car insurance. Some of us might have car notes, kids, personal use, phone bill, car maintenance. I just had to buy tires. You know, I work part-time and I'm in school, so it's like you only have so much
wiggle room.
Exactly, to do additional things to what your priorities are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, and I tithe too, so it's like, all right, do I tithe this or do I put this over here so I could get these 2 studio sessions? And it's like, nah, like, you really have to sit down and make conscious decisions that sometimes, you know, you might not be able to do everything you want to do, but you got to redirect. You know, like, an example per se, like, I think I needed pictures. Yes, I needed headshots for like my business cards. Now instead of hiring this grand photographer like I planned to do, I ended up meeting this young lady who happened to do hair, makeup, Ray Price, that's her name, with Glamour Diva Inc. And I asked her, I pulled it to the side, I was like, listen, I really need a headshot. Like, it was so last minute, like, I think within an hour of taking them, I had just asked her. And willingly, she did it. And those same pictures are on my business cards currently right now. So, thank you.
Okay. So, how does it feel to know that you have fans and support? Like, I know when it first started, the wave started happening where people was really into you and started getting into you. Well, my question is, when you first started really get into music and when you started getting recognized, how was that feeling?
Oh, I felt like I was in a weird place because I was so depressed. Like, I flunked that whole semester of school. People don't even know this. Like, I failed every class. My parents didn't even find this out until last year, a whole year later after. You know, I was just in a dark place. I didn't want to eat. I couldn't sleep. I was just so hurt. I was like crushed that two wonderful people, as those two that I knew, were just gone like that. Especially being that it was an event. It was a party that I was supposed to attend, and I changed my mind literally not even 24 hours of the actual party happening. And it was just like, dang, man, like, why? And then even deeper than that, it was like happy moments at the same time. But I felt like I couldn't even really enjoy. When the song came out, I even had people approach me saying that, oh, I did it for fame, and she just wanted people, you know, she trying to push her music career, she using them for that. And I'm like, dang, this is crazy. Like, these same people who going so hard on me, somebody that was actually close and, you know, befriended the two of them, knew their government names, you know, and I got these people coming at me, and it was just like overwhelming in that moment. It was a lot that come with it, because, you know, in the spotlight, it's not always great to be on Front Street, because it's good and bad that come with that. And, you know, that was one of the things that I was dealing with. It was like, dang, you know, I got this song out, and it took a lot for me. Before we even released the song, I played it for his brother and a couple other friends. It was Bean, Trevon, and I want to say Jamal that was with me. And I cried the entire time. Like, the song is 7 minutes and like 22 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. And I cried the entire time. So it was like bittersweet. I loved it, but at the same time, I hated it because of everything that came with it. Everybody's opinions, you know. And it was like I was grieving. It was a grieving process for me. Like, to this day, I probably have listened to Pray For Me under 30 times because it takes me there. You know, that song, it's like I don't just hear it from other people's perspective. I hear it from, I was in there 22 straight minutes crying and singing my heart out, like damn near like just screaming, you know, because I was just so angry. I was hurt. I was everything. And then to piggyback off of like the supporters and the fans thing, I actually put this on my Facebook often, is that there's a difference. A lot of people mix up fans and supporters. You know, I have plenty of fans, but I love my supporters more than I love my fans, because those are the people that I need all the time. All the time. Those are the people that's going, if I'm trying to do something, the ones that's going to put a couple dollars in, you know, my pocket to make sure I get this. Or if I need studio time, oh, you know what, don't worry about it this time. I got you. Come here. If you ever need a beat, come this way. You know, like, those are the supporter type people. The fans are the ones who, you know, not to down them, but the ones that would buy your music, sing your songs, cool. But the supporters are the ones that would go that extra mile to make sure, you know, myself, not just as an artist, but as a person, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So just go to a happy thing subject. Your first couple $1,000,000. What do you think it'd be? Some of your first
Ooh,
purchases.
my first couple $1,000,000.
Just thinking about it, just like.
Well, I promised my grandma. Listen, man, my grandma. That's my baby girl right there. That's number one. That's my queen. I told her the first big check that I felt was big, you feel me, that I ever got is going to her. Like, I don't even want none of it on that first one. So I probably break her off a nice little chunk of change, and then obviously I save a nice piece of it, and then I tithe what I'm supposed to tithe, 10% of it, and then I'll probably blow below a nice
Below.
what? Below. You said 2 mil. I'm pretty sure I'll run through at least 500,000. At least, and I think that's a fair number. You know, that's $500,000. And when I mean by run through, I mean like house, cars, clothes, shoes, which really is like run through, but at the same time, I'm still gonna utilize what I'm buying. You know what I'm saying? But I'll stash most of it. I'm probably gonna stash $1 million, build, invest it in some stock, put some interest, you know, gain money back from my dollar. So, yeah, couple million. Buy me a Range Rover.
Range Rover?
You know, white on white. I got to have that white on white and that black on black.
So you want white and black?
Yep, I want 2 of them. Do some his and her type things. I'm gonna drive the black on black though. That's my car. I want a black on black Range.
Okay, so the strong mentality. Growing up, did it take certain experiences growing up that really created your strong mentality, or was it something that happened as an adult?
I would say both. I would definitely say both. We all have our battles. We all have things that we deal with. What's one that I want to pinpoint? Because I don't want to get too personal. I can't cry right now. I'm doing great. What's a turning point in my childhood? I would definitely. Well, I say an ongoing one. My dad was in the military, 25 years in the Army, which I take great pride in. But obviously, being in the military, being deployed, that took a toll on myself and my brother. That's his 2 children that live in Florida, and I have a sister in Texas. So between the 3 of us, you know, it wasn't always easy not having it. It's not like I had a dad that didn't care, that didn't want to be there. It was like I want to be there, but I can't be there because of my obligations. So growing up without my biological father around definitely has affected me as an adolescent and as an adult, especially when it comes to relationships and me having male relationships, male counterparts, male friends, boyfriend. So, but as I grew older, especially right now, my dad is actually getting married tomorrow. It's September 5th, whenever we decide to drop this video. So as I grew older, we try to mend more of what we missed in my adolescence, if that makes sense. So I can't get those years back, and it took me a long time not to be bitter about that. So that you can't accept things that, you know, you have to accept things for what they really are. You know what I'm saying? And it happened the way it did. And I'm a firm believer that coincidences don't happen. Like, this is the way life is supposed to be. I'm a black and white type of person. So, you know, all of that had to happen like that for us to be right where we are right now. So, and in that, you know, I'm happy to say that I'm good with where we are, and we are growing each and every day. But I would definitely say lack of my dad physically being around would probably be one thing that I consistently had to mend with and had to deal with and grow mentally stronger throughout life. So.
Okay, that's great that you're able, you was able to grow up and and help it, let it fuel you,
Yeah.
So what lane of music you say that you're in, far as like,
genre wise?
Yeah, like, well, if you can, somebody just ask you, just explain your music. How would you explain it?
Oh, a R&B, soulful, melodic, just like easy on the ears type singer. Like, I'm that mixture between like a Erykah Badu and a Mary J. Blige. Like, I add that pop bounce to it, but I have that ease your mind, elevated type music as well. And I'm so excited. I'm anxious to get everybody to hear it, because right now it's just under wraps. Everything's written, and I need to record all of my music. So project is on the way. Hopefully, like I said, I have a concert in October, so hopefully by October, you know, might be a surprise release party as well. So maybe, but I would definitely say R&B, soul, diva.
Okay. So I know we spoke earlier, and you said something about, you know, your voice. I mean, do you think you were able to give a little something now?
Man, give a little something.
Just a little something. Or
I don't know about give a little something. I might give y'all a little sneak peek.
give a little sneak, just to,
Of this.
show people a little glimpse of your voice.
Right.
I know you told me you lost it a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
so.
I did. I've been singing all day. Like I said, my dad is getting married tomorrow, so I have to sing at the wedding tomorrow, and I've been singing all day today. Gosh, you just gonna put me on the spot. I should redirect everybody to go check out all my links right now.
Of course,
Instead of singing live. I don't want to crash and burn because my voice is going right now.
Oh, your voice gone.
Like
okay,
you gonna do me like that.
Where can people find you at then?
On my Facebook, you can like my Facebook page. The link is www.facebook.com/IamKaylove. That's K with 2 Y's, and you spell love the regular way, LOVE. So /IamKaylove. My Instagram and Twitter are IamKaylove.
The one word and the underscore.
One word. IamKaylove. It'd be cool if you could like add effects like right here. You know, like,
so that's Instagram and Twitter.
Right. Instagram and Twitter is IamKaylove, and my Facebook page is facebook.com/IamKaylove. And those are where I keep all my updates. You know, I try to keep it rolling every day. Or every other day at least, you know, get posts on there based on what I'm doing, either with my band as solo, any updated information as far as music, appearances, performances, you know, I put everything up on social media.
Okay, do you have any visuals up?
I don't. I'm looking for someone to put visuals to my music. I need to record my music, so I'm just searching, looking for that quality that I'm, you know, because I can't just do anything. It has to be done, you know, a certain standard.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely searching. You never know, I might have G-code, you know, hint, you know, look out. You know, I'm just saying, put a collab, though.
Yeah. Okay, then, you know.
But yeah, that's where to find me, you know, and all of my information is up, my booking email. Everyone has my cell number because it's been the same for like 10 years. So, you know, all of my information is on my social media networks.
Okay, I know you referenced earlier about a business. Do you have a website to that?
Right, my business. Wait a minute, what? My business? No.
I think you said something about some business card earlier.
Oh, yeah. All of the information I just gave you is on my business card. Okay. My social media links, my email. Do you need me to say my email too?
No, you know, I'm trying to look out for you, make sure you don't forget now.
You know, I ain't forgetting it. Oh, well, my concert, October 18th, it is at the new Flavors Lounge located, I believe it's 1194, don't make me lie, 1194 Southeast Porcelain Lucy Boulevard. But you can also follow my social media to make sure that that's updated. I haven't dropped the location or the date or the time on social networks, so this was an exclusive just now. But it is Sunday, October 18th from 6 to 9 p.m. and we're having an after party, so it's in celebration of my birthday. And it's called the first annual For the Love of Music concert. So I have different artists, a couple from West Palm Beach. I have Miss P Game from Melbourne, and I have I'll have pre-sale tickets, and I'll have tickets at the door as well. All information will be on my social media networks. And basically, I don't know if I said the name, but it's For the Love of Music, the first annual For the Love of Music concert. I have a couple artists coming from Palm Beach County. I have artists from Martin County, obviously artists from St. Lucie County. I have a Brevard County artist, Miss P Game, whom I love. Oh my goodness, I'm a fan. She's a female rapper. And I have a male R&B singer. You know, it's not too many singers, so like it's definitely a well-rounded group of people. Some pop artists. It's just for the love of music, man. I got some dope poets coming out to do some, you know, spoken word, and it's just gonna be a really cool show. So I'm very excited. It's in celebration of my 23rd birthday, my Jordan years. So I'm excited. People just gonna come out and enjoy it for the love of music, and we gonna party afterwards. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be dope.
Okay. So y'all ever in the South Florida area?
Yes, yes.
St. Lucie County, Florida.
Yes.
Where is it? October what?
October 18th.
October 18th.
Sunday, October 18th, 6 to 9 p.m. Doors open at 5.
So y'all ever down here in the area around that time?
Yes.
Like I said, follow her social media.
Yes.
Y'all gonna be on point.
I
Y'all
am
go and support her.
Kayy.
I go and support her. It's your girl Kayy.
Yes.
You know, we're here with Palm Beach the Vlog. It's your boy G Code. And we out here. Yeah.